You've seen electrical equipment like this all over the country. It has hazards, and you know them.
Our job is to keep the lights on. So with that comes inherent dangers and hazards of working around energized equipment.
There's always a potential for an arc flash. If it does happen, hopefully it doesn't, but you got something that's going to protect you.
Comfortable FR is critical. I'm Hugh Hoagland with arcwear.com. We do all of DRIFIRE's arc testing. We test to the 1959 ASTM standard that gives them an arc rating for each of their fabric materials. It's pretty amazing in electric arc test, you have almost no afterflame with the DRIFIRE material. Others can't make that claim.
My name is Bill Houston. My job was a senior safety professional, experienced in high voltage switching. Customers don't want to be without electricity. They want the power on 24/7, and our job is to keep the lights on.
The problem with electric arc is they don't happen very often. So the worker kind of forgets about that problem. You're in an enclosed room, you're not really able to get out easily. You're standing right in front of a piece of equipment that can have a huge amount of power.
You can't go out the sides, you can't go out the top, you can't go out the bottom. You got the door open, it's going to come out at you, it's going to come out at you twice as strong.
It's an actual shock wave that you can feel in the depth of your being when you're there. Boom, it happens, that electric arc.
Some of your arc blasts can get up to 15,000 degrees.
This is a catastrophic event, and if that worker's not in the right clothing, that makes the biggest difference. We have two different standards. We have NFPA 70E, which applies to the non-utility industry, and we have the National Electric Safety Code that applies to the electrical utility industry. Both of those standards have kind of harmonized themselves in that both of them require flame-resistant clothing for actual hot electrical work. You can basically put on the DRIFIRE shirt, you can put on a long sleeve shirt, and most of the electrical work, whether it's in a utility or a non-utility in an industrial area, can be done with DRIFIRE on. One of the things a lot of utilities like to have a US-made garment, and that's something they can get in DRIFIRE.
When I have heat buildup, that leads to accidents. What we try to do in our business of safety, keep the employee protected, but keep them comfortable.
They say cotton is your friend underneath, it's another layer of protection, but it gets wet quick.
A normal workday starts at 6 a.m. By 8 a.m. the cotton is drenched.
Before DRIFIRE came out, there weren't any lightweight materials like this, inherently flame resistant and this protective.
This stuff here tends to wick it away, bring it to the surface, and evaporate, so now I stay a little bit cooler.
The wicking ability of the DRIFIRE and how comfortable it is, man, there's no reason not to be compliant.
It's an inherent FR, and that's one of the nice things is you really don't have to worry about how someone launders it or how they care for it. Comfortable FR is critical, and DRIFIRE is comfortable FR.